Hi loves, welcome. So I was reading about how do you kill an immortal. In the old stories like Egyptian mythologies, they were not killed as in released from their body, but their body was dismembered. They were pulled into separate parts. So that they could basically be inoperable. But I believe this is an analogy because if you're at that state of evolution where you would be in a God-like state, not the infinite creator God, but a God-like state, as in a pantheon of gods, then you would have abilities like telepathy, telekinesis, 111, all these sort of things. So it wouldn't matter if you were dismembered, you would put yourself back together if you needed your body. What I believe dismembering is and why it's relevant to us is it's the separation of self. It's a separation of our parts. And this is why light work, which is shadow work, is so important. Shining a light into all of our parts, all the parts of ourselves that we have deemed, or society has deemed, or our family has deemed, our friends group has deemed inappropriate, all the parts that we shove down and we hate on, or ignore, or berate, that is separation. We're in a war with ourselves. And I believe at least nearly everybody on this planet is in this war of separation. The separation is from the God within, yeah. From our gifts, which are just God-given abilities that we have been taught not to use. Because humans were created as a slave race. We were accelerated to be a slave race. And then we were given the opportunity to be set free. And it is a long and winding road. So I really encourage you to be kind to yourself, to earn the trust and respect of the parts of yourself that you've treated badly. And it's not through any true fault of your own, because you're born into this. And this is the work. This is why, this is the ascension. It's a spiraling inwards and outwards at the same time. It's a paradox, but there's so much pain. And I am certainly nowhere near completely integrated. There are always parts of myself popping up, fighting with each other. This is the work. And this is why I come on here at different levels of vibration when I'm in struggles and when I've come to an enlightenment. And that's when you see who I truly am. But within this, matrix 444, all of our parts are valuable. They're all here for a reason. And there has been so much fear put into us we fear ourselves and we fear each other. It's the microcosm and the macrocosm. Fear all the way through. Learning to trust yourself, not against all others. Learning to trust yourself helps you learn to trust others. And learning to trust others helps learn to trust self. Everything is always a paradox if you're paying attention. And that's why it's the finding the middle ground. Now, I don't know much about this Buddha's middle path. I don't follow paths. I don't follow teachings. I kind of, like a magpie, I just take what pieces fit at the time, and I'm like making my own jigsaw. Or maybe the jigsaw pieces were strewn out throughout reality, this game, so I could find the right pieces. But there are many, 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 I don't know if they're false pieces that look like they fit, but it doesn't feel quite right. I can hear music and singing, but I don't know. I can't recreate that. So I encourage you to do as I'm doing now. And hold yourself where you're at. Not hold yourself in place. Embrace yourself. It's not allowing bad habits per se. It's saying, well, I have these habits. I have these reactions. What am I reacting to? And it's never the situation, and it's never the person, the animals, the beings that are in focus. There is something behind it. It is an internal battle. So we hold ourselves and say it's okay to feel this way and to breathe. And instead of trying to escape the pain, feel into it. And say, I recognize you, pain. Thank you for being here, because I know that you're trying to show me that something is out of alignment. Thank you, pain. I'm ready to see what I was not ready to see before. I'm ready to hear. I'm ready to understand. And sometimes the pain just dissolves. Sometimes you've done enough work that it has just come to the surface and it's ready to be released, but it has to be acknowledged. This goes for all types of pain: physical, mental, emotional. But sometimes there's more work to be done. And sometimes our projected reality, our universe, our life will bring us triggering situations until we get it. It's a gift. and be grateful for that, but always be open to and eager to learning in an easy, more compassionate way as well. It depends on your trauma. It depends on your back catalogue, right? And I think especially since for a lot of us it's Christmas time, it's time when, you know, families triggering the crap out of us because there's this ideal of what a family is supposed to be like, and it is very rarely like that. These people are designed to trigger you. It is a Christmas gift. Sometimes we're alone, and that's the trigger, because nobody should be alone on Christmas. But the fact is, most of us are. And even if we're in a crowded room, 11:11, we feel alone. Not always. If you're like me, it ebbs and it flows. What I'm saying is these ideas of what should be rather than what are what cause pain. Where do these ideas come from? I'm not going to answer that for you. Ask yourself, where do these ideas come from? Where did this ideal come from? Was it media? Was it what somebody told you? Is it monitoring spirits? Just because a spirit has the ability to guide you doesn't mean they're not guiding you in circles or into separation. It's all part of the learning process. It's okay to not be okay. That's why I say, if you can't be well in it. I love you.